Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Mix here at Robin's house. And tonight's guest we have is Knowledge, who's going to talk to us about a lot of breast cancer and different cancer researches and whatnot. And then we have our producer, Ali Ingram, who will talk about a lot of things that's going on in the world. But before we get started in our show, you must go out and vote for Thelma P. Lampert Watkins, who's running for Freeport mayor, as well as Michelle Baptiste, who's running for Freeport Village Justice. So guys, go out and vote, because we need these ladies to get out there and fight for us, to make sure things go right. So, how's it going?
How you doing? Ali? I'm good. My name is Ali Ingram. I'm the host of The Mix. 1844 The Mix, let's talk. Right now we have a young guy here that I met a couple of weeks ago in my salon, and we became friends, and we started talking about different situations, and he struck me as being a person of interest for cancer awareness. Okay. So what we need to talk to you about, Knowledge, is can you give us your name, your business name,
pairs of glasses here,
and everything else?
Cartier's here. I got the other ones here.
Okay.
My name is Knowledge, and I'm the CEO and founder of Knowledge Wear 2. And we here just to, like you say, express, the awareness about a deadly disease which affects us all. Okay. And my name, what you asked me now?
Asked me? Knowledge Wear 2.
Yeah, Knowledge Wear 2 is the company name. Okay. And anything else you want me to start from where we started from and all that like that? Sure. Well, Knowledge Wear 1. Knowledge Wear 2 was established in around 2006. Okay. And I was affected by cancer in a major way, not per se, but my grandmother was a cancer. Right. Pretty much everybody that knows somebody has been affected by this thing, but that's how big this is. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Outside of COVID right now, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
We got, outside of that, we've been dealing with this, and that didn't go nowhere. Even though COVID is here, rest in peace to all the people that passed away from COVID, you know what I mean? And the survivors in COVID-19. Right? You know what I'm saying? Blessings to them, you know what I mean? Because people are still dealing with this as we speak. People are in quarantine. So I'm just still staying on my mission from 2000. So being that I got affected by it, my grandmother, a whole host of aunts, cousins, and I seen people in general, families, friends of family, friends of friends. And I said, wait a minute, you know what I mean? I always was into fashion and clothes and stuff like that. So I says, how can I incorporate the two? How can I incorporate the fashion with the clothes and still strive to make an impact? Okay. To try to get a cure and be a part of getting a cure for this deadly disease, which is called cancer. So that's what I did. I established Knowledge Wear 2, knowledge about what you wear and knowledge about what you put in your body. Also anybody can buy clothes. You know what I'm saying? Louis Vuitton. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna make a clothing line. Just like Louis, and we love Louis, we love Gucci, we love all of that, but we now establishing our own clothing lines. That's great. And I decided to make a Knowledge Wear, which is this is a Knowledge Wear suit.
Oh, very nice.
This is a Knowledge Wear suit, and I have a representative from Knowledge Wear. She also has a Knowledge Wear suit, so I collaborate with other design, and I work with other designers too to design Knowledge Wear.
And this is towards cancer.
And this is towards cancer. Great. So anybody that buy a suit from Knowledge Wear,
I
put a portion towards cancer.
And I also remember you telling me about a fashion show.
Right. So when I established Knowledge Wear 2, I said that's what I was getting to that. I decided my idea was to start. When I said to incorporate fashion with the cancer, I decided to come up with a theme called "Walk the Runway to a Cure."
Okay. Oh wow, that's
nice. I do fashion shows with celebrities and people in the neighborhood in our communities that's been affected.
cancer.
And what I do is I go in the community and I find out if they even if their mother passed and they want to walk for their mother.
Right.
Those are the models that I look for. You know what I mean?
Nice.
We get you fixed up, we go, and then I have a close relationship with different beauty salons, such as Ali's salon. You know what I mean? And like he said, I met him, and it's been a pleasure ever since day one when I met him.
Yeah.
It's been nothing but peace.
Yeah.
And we just started
Wisdom,
chopping it
It's
up.
a lot of wisdom.
Yeah, that's
a good
great.
thing, you know.
We started chopping it up,
Yeah.
and I said, yo, we were just talking about life in general, and then it came across, this topic came across, and he was like, yo, come on, to us. I said, I bet.
Sure,
So we do Walk the Runway to a Cure, and we do celebrities. So what I do is I look for individuals that have clothing lines, and I ask them, would you like to be a part of a fashion show where your clothing line can not only be noticed, but it can make an impact?
Sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
If you could just put a bow on one or two pieces and let a sister or a brother that passed away or somebody that's in remission walk
Exactly.
with that
It's
suit
doing
on.
a lot.
Yes,
It's
You know what I mean?
That's
You're
correct.
not only going to be coming out like Donna Ross with the, I'm coming out, but you're going to come out and be seen
Yeah, for a
for
worthy
a real
cause.
cause, a real good
Yeah,
cause. Because
very
I'm
worthy
sure
cause.
everybody that's been affected by somebody, that knows somebody that's been affected by this disease.
So on your cards, I see you have the top 10 things that you need to know about prostate
Right.
cancer. What are they?
Right.
Can you explain those to me?
Which card you looking at now?
This one here.
Verbatim. Okay. Okay. Well, the top things, mainly, the first thing we got to say is no man is exempt.
Okay.
Not one individual is exempt. Young,
cancer,
old,
right.
it don't discriminate.
Exactly.
So a lot of young brothers feel like they under 40 and they ain't got to go do it. The earlier the better you start watching your prostate
Right.
and what you eat.
When they tell you, okay, at 50, I haven't got mine done yet.
Right.
But I know my doctor when I go for my
basically for men, right?
Right. Yeah, men more suffer. 1 out of 10 men, 1 out of 6 or something will develop prostate cancer, according to the statistics.
Yeah.
In
Wow.
when you read up on the statistics.
So
You know what I
every
mean?
time I go to my doctor, he always tell me to go. Even
Right,
he set me up, but I
right,
still,
yeah.
for some reason, I just
Right.
don't make the appointment.
And they starting at 40.
Yes. And
So,
it's kind of scary because,
and younger than that now.
Yeah, exactly. When
So
you hear
cancer
about it,
now, I read today, I was reading about cancer. A sister was getting cancer in her, I think, and she was pregnant, and she suffered from. I googled it today, and she was suffering from a cancer.
Uterus.
In a, I think it's in her stomach. It was in her stomach while she was holding the baby. 8 months pregnant, she realized she was excessive bleeding and stuff.
Right.
And she was suffering from cancer.
Wow.
And she's still fighting today with everything. So we see how that works out.
Yes. Yes.
But like I said, nobody's exempt. The 10 things on here, pretty much self-explanatory. You know what I'm saying? The most common,
Right.
non-skin. You know what I'm saying? The United States didn't say 1 out of 10. One in 9 men will be diagnosed with prostate cancer. I just spoke on that. You know,
Non-smoking person.
We also know that it mostly affects Latino and African American men. You know what I mean? That's not, you know what I mean? What's wrong with that? You know what I mean? Like, even though they getting it as well, Caucasians is also getting it, as well. You know what I mean? Because when a disease develops, after a while, it don't determine who.
Right, it don't
If you make it out to be
That's
for
discriminate.
us, you know what I mean, or for particular people. A while, the disease ain't got no best friend. You know what I mean?
Right.
This
Same
is
thing
just
like-
made me.
That's the same thing like the COVID.
You know what I
COVID
mean?
don't have no
It was
friend.
something that was made. It wasn't.
Right.
It wasn't created.
Correct.
You know what I mean?
Yes,
It was
correct.
made. You know what I mean? Created and made is two different things. You know what I mean? God creates. You know what I mean?
Right.
People make.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And when they make stuff, it ain't always for the best and for our best
That's
interest.
right.
Okay.
You know what I mean? 2018, men will be diagnosed with prostate cancer. Another thing too, we don't just have fashion shows. We invite the organizations. I'm in line. Knowledge Wear is in line. We are registered with the National Breast, National Liver, and the Prostate Cancer organizations.
Right.
The American Liver,
So-
American Prostate, all of
Right.
these.
So the blue band that you have there now is for the prostate.
That's for the
cancer.
prostate. That's the color of prostate. And of
Okay.
course, the pink is the color of breast, and the liver cancer. She's been supportive of us from day one. We started with just the liver, and we had the fashion show in Brooklyn, down the block from the Barclays Center, and we had a lot of people come out for this. This was like a couple of years ago now, because the COVID came and spiked us. We was in the process of having another one in Jamaica, Queens.
Right.
But this one was in Brooklyn. We had A+ from Hempstead. He came out. Mr. Cheeks came out. We represented his clothing line. I'm one of the designers on Mr. Cheeks' clothing line. So Cheeks Denim and Cheeks Denim, and he has LB Wear.
Okay.
Mr.
So
Cheeks, the designer from Law School.
As we speak right now, I'm quite sure you're happy about this lift of this COVID-19, and now you are able to do things once again.
Right.
So it's a pleasure that you have the opportunity to help women and men out with their prostate cancer and cancer by itself.
Right.
So, you know, as we was talking before, and you was talking about the fashion shows and stuff like that, and I said that I would actually try to come in and chime in with you with the hair. You know, I'm a hairstylist at Rosie's Dominican Salon, 1685 Grand Avenue in Baldwin.
No doubt.
So we are supporting the cancer awareness with Knowledge Wear too, and we hope that you guys support him too.
Right.
I see there's something on here. Learn more. Visit pcf.org.
Right. That's
to learn about
right.
you know what the cancer is and is about.
Yeah, it's a lot of information on there that can help individuals. And I'm on Knowledge Wear too, and you're gonna hear a lot more about the event. Like he said, they lifted a lot of restrictions that we had. So
and the more people that take the vaccine, which is like everybody's having a problem with it, but the more people that take it, the more lifted it is.
Right.
So now. Over again, you know, and you can just move forward with this thing because it's a plus to the communities, and it's a plus to people that are actually not aware of what cancer is. Or
what was cancer took more of us out of here than COVID ever even thought about. Because it attacks you from any part of your body. Your lip, your tongue, your mouth, your stomach, your prostate, your breast. We can go on for days.
These are black women that are actually going for powerful positions in our community. So we need to learn how to understand what they're going for, because we can chime in on them and we can honestly, you know, benefit.
It help us,
You know what I'm saying? Because of the homelessness that we have in our communities, our streets are bad. You know, there's so many things that we have in our community that we don't even get the money for, because, you know, it goes into the other neighborhoods. You know, the ones that
they fight for it.
They fight for it, exactly right.
Right. Yeah,
So
I'll probably reach out to her too.
Yeah, you have to, you know.
That networking is important.
And tomorrow,
individuals like that, you know what I mean? She's into basically what I'm doing. We
didn't even know until like last week that it was, you know, the election. And we need to learn how to acknowledge the elections and different things that people are on for, like the judges and stuff like that. So we'll have a hand in it. So
And what
we can-
jurisdiction she's gonna be?
She's in Freeport.
In Freeport, yes.
So she's
She's
gonna
in
be
Freeport,
mayor.
period. And then
If she gets elected, she'll be over Freeport.
right, the mayor of Freeport,
Yeah,
correct.
and she's running for Freeport Village Justice.
Oh,
So, you know, these are two black women that
color.
need.
Wow,
Yes,
that's a
exactly.
beautiful thing.
Right,
No
exactly.
disrespect to anybody else's race, but you
No,
know,
but, you know,
it's
it's
good.
time-
beautiful
It's
thing to
Right.
see.
It's time for us to-
African-Americans,
right.
you know what I mean,
It's
or
time for us.
Black, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, there are a lot
Original
of
people.
black Americans that are actually, you know, in powerful
Right,
positions.
right, right.
But it's time for the communities to get in powerful positions.
Mhm.
Because that's why we don't
Right.
get the money in our communities, because there's no positions. And, you know, if you think about the Republican versus the Democrat, we need to put the Democrats back into party across the board so we can get that money also.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
dealing with this is a major
Right.
as far as cancer is concerned.
Right.
So your idea to cancer is like, it's awesome. You know what I'm saying? So if you can get that
You
money
should like
to
it.
bring into the communities,
Right.
then it'll be a thing
Right.
where
Right,
it'll be
right,
great.
right, yeah.
You know?
And you write into them, and
Yeah.
you go about writing into
Exactly
them.
right.
And anybody that have an idea that can help the community, you know, we have to start intertwining
Correct.
whatever idea you have.
Correct, correct.
Like such as what I'm doing, such as what the sister's doing, such as what
Exactly.
these individuals are doing. This
Exactly
young
right.
lady
Together.
and this young man.
Right,
So what
right.
they are doing,
Right,
bringing people
exactly.
out to expose them, their information to
Yeah,
others that
exactly
could
right.
possibly
and,
be seen
and to let
by
people
millions.
know that, you know, we are, as black people, we are as positive as any other race.
Right.
You know,
That's right.
I mean, even though we fall under the loophole of the ones that aren't doing too much of anything,
Right.
so they look at everybody.
But there are some of
So
us that
now
are
we have
trying
to, like,
to
we have
do
to address
something.
that in a
Exactly.
full manner, you know.
Right, right, right.
So that's why, you know, me, Robin, and we have 3 other ladies. They're out today.
Okay.
But we all get together and we try to chime in on what's going on.
Right,
you know?
right, right.
So
That's a
that's
blessing.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But I just want to say something. Yesterday I was at the salon, and this man came in. He was a black guy, right? And he was very disrespectful, very rude, and he didn't have on a mask. So you know, when I told him to put on a mask, he just like literally cursed at me. Oh, you're not a man. You're not this. You know, all this really craziness. Now I'm looking at him. He got on slippers that like seemed like they came from Woolworth. You know, back in the day. You understand what I'm saying? And you know, and he's just like really like out of whack,
Out of pocket,
and everything else. So at first, you know, I was about to check him. You know, because that's, you know, I'm gonna let you know,
First reaction,
even though my
yeah.
character might say one thing, but my manhood is so totally different.
Right,
so we
right.
can go head to head,
Right,
and ain't no
right,
problem. You know what I'm saying? But then I'm like, you know what, Ali, you're working in your business. Here, this guy is, he probably don't have nothing, but if you hit him, he might have a suit.
You
So I had to call 911.
lose,
Huh.
a person, no problem having you lose what
Exactly
you have.
right. So, you know, I called 911. The cop came in. Black on black crime. He don't give a damn.
Right, right.
You know, tell him to leave. He leaves and then come back with the cop there just to still
Wow.
talk. And the cop was allowing him to talk. I'm saying, I'm looking at the cop like, are you allowing this to happen?
Yeah.
And he's looking at me like, oh, I'm telling him to leave. I'm telling him to leave.
Wow.
So I said, yeah, well, why don't you go make some money like I'm doing? So he goes, I'll make $1,000. The cop said, did you hear him say he makes $1,000 a day? So I'm sitting there looking at this cop like, what the hell? Like, yo, do you see the situation here?
It's
But you don't
going
care
away.
because you're a white cop
Right.
and you're in an establishment
It's a
with 2
business.
black men. So you really don't, right, exactly, you don't
Right.
care.
Right.
So now the cop is called. So I told the cop, I said, so I'm letting you know, it's on record. So if he come back up in here and he gets his feelings hurt or he gets his ass whooped, it's on record.
Right.
That's right.
You
It's on
know,
record.
and however he gets it, whether it be a curling iron, a stove,
And guess what? And guess
Or
what? It's
anything.
self-defense.
Exactly
Yeah,
right.
You was in your establishment,
It's
and,
trespassing.
you know what I mean? You trying to keep them from hurting you. You know
Right,
what I mean?
exactly, yeah. But it was
That's
just
what
so
it was.
like, yo, and then, you know, so when I put the curl lines down, the comb down, I turned around. Everybody, oh, Ali.
Yeah.
But my mom was like, I'm not gonna hit this dude because he's got nothing. You know what I'm saying?
They
You
just
know,
making sure.
so then when he
Making
came back
sure.
in, he came back in again.
Wow.
So he stopped at the door.
Wow.
So when I look back, he says, oh, I just want to say I'm sorry.
Right.
So mentally, your brain
Yeah,
is
he's
off.
not there.
Right.
You're not there, so, but at the same time, this is what happens to our kind. You know, like when I look at the fact that in Brooklyn, when the girl was on the train station,
Right.
and you know, she got into an altercation with these other girls, and they stabbed her. You know what I'm saying?
Necessarily.
And it's really crazy, you know?
Wow.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
and there's so many stories that we hear about
Yeah,
things.
it
you
is
know?
crazy.
I think me and you was in the shop, and the girl was showing us the it was in Oklahoma,
Oh, yeah.
and the man killed his family and cooked them and stewed them.
Yeah,
with potatoes and stuff.
Yeah.
And it was like, yo, and it's
crazy.
Yeah, people are actually, I don't know if it's the COVID or
Yeah, I
it's
think that's bringing it out
pressure
more,
of not having a job, or you
It's
might,
all
you know,
everything. It's a
you
combination.
know, right, exactly. You
Like
know.
now they don't care. They're just expressing it. Like let it all out. You know.
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah, so I think that what's going to happen. What's going to happen to Cuomo? That's another situation that we're going through.
Right.
I like Governor Cuomo.
Yeah, we
I'm
all.
sorry,
Yeah,
I like
yeah.
him, man.
See, his personal life. A lot of people, they personal lives. It's not that they did anything wrong. People be in
Positions of power.
right, and then people be I don't know. They wait so long to
That's
express
what I don't get.
what
Yeah,
happened to them.
Why
You know what I mean?
now?
Why you wait so
Well,
long?
Exactly. I mean,
you know,
personally,
What, pay that
I-
man
I've
or
got-
what?
yeah, what, got
money got
money.
low or what?
Yeah,
I
well,
mean,
you got to remember that years ago, women didn't have anything, had no power to speak, no
Okay,
power
so
to talk, no power to do
Me Too
anything.
movement. got
And men was
everybody-
allowed to beat their women back in the
Yeah,
days if they
yeah.
said something out of whack.
Yeah, well,
Even if they went to church, they was only to sit down and not be. So it's like you're here, but you can't be heard.
Yeah.
So once a woman's voice became powerful and a woman became powerful, there's nothing that we could do.
We're
now.
not having it.
well,
We're not having it.
They must speak up ahead of time.
We're not having it.
You know, like 5 or 10 years,
Right, no
and
doubt.
now all of a sudden one comes out. Now everyone wants to come out of the
Right,
woodwork.
right. I think-
That I don't understand. You
but
know?
use your power in a positive way.
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah,
use your
yeah.
power and be overly jealous or overly,
Right, right.
you know what I mean?
Even though
just
they think
because
this-
you're emotional.
Right,
You know what I
yeah.
mean?
Even
This
though-
is why they don't really want the
Right.
woman to get these positions because they let their emotions supersede
Yeah.
their intelligence.
Yeah, but there's
when it
so
come
many-
down to a major decision,
Yeah.
you got to put your emotions to the
Right.
side
But
and
now-
make an
but
intelligent
look at
or
Tiny
educational
T.I.
decision.
You got Tiny T.I., you got Bill Cosby. You got so many of these men
Right.
that are actually abusing women that is crazy.
Right.
In their own fantasy world.
Yeah.
It's like,
Right,
yo.
right. And that's not
so
right.
It's
That's
not
not right. I
right.
don't agree
You
with
know,
that.
so
They
you
got money.
have to open up and be like, yo, let that woman be that woman because that
Right.
woman would be a positive woman that stands behind you as a
Exactly.
man.
Exactly.
And she will push you so forward that you
Behind
wouldn't
every
even
good
know.
man, there's a great
You know what I'm
woman.
saying?
Right.
That's
Because
what
they
they
won't
say.
cheat. They'll just sit there. But then they'll sit there and let you cheat and then leave their ass.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
And
Because after a while, you got to go.
Right.
So what are we going to do about that?
Right.
So I need you to, again, introduce yourself because we're going to cut this and we're going to move on.
Okay, well, again, I'm Knowledge from KnowledgeWare 2. And you can find me on KnowledgeWare 2 on Instagram. You can email me at knowledgeware@gmail.com. If you go on KnowledgeWare 2, you'll see all the information about the up and coming events, Walk the Runway to a Cure. I'm also doing collaborations with my cousin in Boston, down south, South Carolina. We're gonna move around with the fashion shows. Once we start them back up again, we're gonna do them in different communities and different
Yeah,
states.
that's great.
But we're gonna start here.
Okay.
And we gotta touch, I did Brooklyn, we're gonna do Queens next, and then possibly we'll come to Long Island. But we're not gonna be afraid to take the show on the road
Okay.
That's
and
great. Yeah.
invite people in the communities that they live in to express some type of,
Right.
you know what I mean,
Just very-
and be a part of
Yeah.
some type of.
Sure.
Wouldn't it be beautiful if the first cure was found from somebody that pushed it in New York City
Yeah.
or Long Island or
Yeah.
whatever? You know what I mean? It would
Yeah.
be a beautiful thing to
It
say,
would be, yeah.
wow, somebody came
It
up with.
started
And
here.
one thing
That's
I want
right.
to say, I think if they can make some money off it, off the cure,
Right.
they might push the. What about a vaccine for cancer? Not saying that a vaccine is going to help, but I didn't see
Well, I
no
mean,
type
you
of
know,
vaccine
yeah.
for cancer.
You know.
Look at HIV, how that
That's
they
right.
came up with the vaccine for
That's
that.
right.
Very
Cancer-
little you hear about
cancer
it.
is
It's
very-
not gone.
Yeah, but cancer is very, very aggressive.
Right, right,
You
but
know,
still,
so with-
it was
with-
made by
yeah,
them.
the
They can come up with
radiation,
something
yeah,
to
the
get rid
radiation
of it.
and stuff like that is very aggressive.
Right,
so
right, right.
they can't. There's nothing that they can do because once it hit the bone, you have
That's
bone
right.
cancer,
Yeah,
you have
yeah,
prostate
yeah.
cancer,
Right,
you have all
right,
type
right.
of cancer. So we don't know what to do with this cancer.
Right, we know
You know what
the
I'm saying? They don't know what to do with it.
Yeah.
So in retrospect, when
No, but they gonna find something.
Yeah.
All this money we donating and billions and billions of dollars. We small little people on the totem pole.
Yeah,
There's people
yeah.
donating millions, billions for that. It's people that's rich that
Right,
would give
exactly.
all they have. You know what I'm
Okay,
saying? To
yeah.
get their health back. You know what I mean?
Right, exactly,
and they
right.
still not coming up with it. So all that money being donated something's going to have to happen. They have to sit down at the tables, and they're going to have to be confronted with this.
But see, you have to be
this problem as well.
You have to be up there and signing petitions and having petitions signed. So
Exactly.
for your
That sounds
organization,
good. Yep.
you know,
And that's what Knowledge Where too
Yeah.
is about.
Right,
We will
yeah.
be in the front line.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and we don't know everything, so knowledge is power. Knowledge is look,
Yes.
listen, and observe.
That's
So
right.
it's individuals like y'all
Right, exactly.
on this show
Yeah.
that can tell me, yo, knowledge, go over there, and they giving out a program where they giving out money, and then you can put your name on the front line, and
Right,
then y'all
exactly.
could, you know, all of this
Yeah.
stuff can help you.
Yeah.
One cancer that we didn't talk about, that's major, and it ain't always in the disease. The cancer sometimes is in our mind, the way we speak. You know what I mean? I was speaking to Chuck D from Public Enemy. He gave me an interview, and I thought he was going to talk about cancer. I was like, yo, Chuck, I'm doing this. He was like, no, hold up. Let me explain something to you. He said, cancer don't always start in the body or anything like that. He said, cancer be coming from the mind. He said, what
Right.
people think, the jealousy, the
Right.
envy, the greed,
Right.
lust.
Yeah.
These are the things that kill Pop Smoke. These are the things that killed the brother
That's
Biggie.
right.
These are the things that killed the brother Tupac.
We're
I can go on for
against each
days,
other.
Nipsey
Yeah.
Hussle.
Wow.
These are the things that affect our community because we don't want to see another person do nothing.
Right.
Right.
Exactly.
That's
Or we
right.
jealous of this person because he went somewhere and it was affiliated. He with some sisters over here and he said hello. We got to get that jealousy,
Yeah.
that envious, that greediness, and that lustfulness. We have to minimize it. It's in all of us,
Yeah.
but we have to master it with our intelligence.
That's right.
God gave us intelligence.
Yeah.
These are emotions.
Yeah.
So you have to suppress them, whether it be meditating, whether it be, you know what I'm saying, whatever, reading some type of medication for your mind, whether it be blowing it down. If you blow it down spiritually. Blow it down and not forcing nobody to go smoke weed and nothing like that. But
Right.
you know, they about to legalize it.
Oh, that's
But
the name,
a
blow
lot
it
of
down.
people use it for their pain. Yeah, a lot of
Yeah,
people
that's
use it
the
for
name.
pain. A lot of people use it for their psychological
Yeah.
issues
Yeah.
that they go and it
Right.
calms people down. So
Right,
if
exactly.
to each his own, but if you're going to use that, use it to suppress those four devils that's inside
Yeah.
of us.
Exactly.
You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah.
And that could be the worst cancer. When he said that, I said, wow, you know what?
It's deep.
And you can find that interview that I did with Chuck D on Knowledge Where 2. You go to Knowledge Where 2 on the Instagram, you go down, stroll down, you'll see the interview that Chuck D gave me when he spoke on the cancer in the mind.
That's
Okay.
nice.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And then
Right.
it affects the body.
Right.
Everything comes
Exactly.
from the mind and then the body.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's going to be our show for tonight. Knowledge, it
Peace.
was a pleasure being on. A pleasure having you on our
Yeah.
show.
Right,
Thanks.
right. It was a pleasure being
We
here.
would like for you to come back when this
Right.
pandemic is kind of like to the side and,
Right.
and allowing us to open up and be
Right.
a part of the world again. And hopefully that you can go into your future and do what you have to do.
Right.
And we'll be right behind you, supporting you.
Definitely.
Okay?
Definitely.
This is the Mix, 1844 The Mix. Let's talk.
And hold up, sister, can we come over here and see this jogging suit right here that you got right here
Sure,
from
yeah,
Knowledge
that's
Where?
very nice.
He's standing in the background. This is a rep from Knowledge Where, rep chief.
Very
one of the
nice,
chief.
that's beautiful.
Secretary, my right hand. See, look at her.
You
Look
see
at
her
the
outfit?
suit. Show me suit. Nice.
Very nice.
This suit
I
was
like
designed
that.
by a designer called Jeff Starr, who did from
Okay.
Shirt Kings,
Right.
and it was designed by
Very nice.
me, Knowledge
Okay,
Where.
nice.
And it glows in the dark at night. If you cut the lights out right now, she'll be
Wow.
sparkling like a. She'll be shining like a. Word up.
Like I
So-
said, we would love to have you on again.
Definitely.
Yeah,
We would like to
great.
come on again
Definitely.
so we can still express this.
Okay.
This is why we put this up to pink, just
Right.
to
Yeah, for
represent
breast
the
Wow.
breast
cancer.
awareness,
Nice, nice.
So that's what we do.
Yeah,
You know,
okay.
as a group, the Mix. You know, it's only me and Robin for tonight, but we also have a team.
It's
And
impressive.
our team usually go out and we try to find people that are doing stuff for the community.
Right,
So that's why when I spoke to you, I was so happy that you did decide to come on
right.
and be a part. And you're always welcome on the Mix.
Definitely.
Okay?
I
This
keep
is
y'all
the Mix.
informed on the
Yeah.
updates. and
Yeah, this
everything
is
that
the
we
Mix,
doing.
1844 The Mix. Me and Robin.
And see you guys next week.
Shout out to
You
the
guys,
camera crew.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, shout out to our
Exactly.
Blessing to
camera
them. You know what I mean?
Exactly right.
Word.
And that's our show for tonight. Thank you.
crew. Thank you.